Good afternoon, Chairman Smithy and members. I'm here on behalf of the Texas Trial Lawyers Association, and we are testifying on the bill with some concerns. Our concerns lie with the immunity section of the bill, specifically the granting of immunity for any claim. None of us here today can contemplate all of the occurrences that could potentially fall under the broad category of any claim, as well as the unintended consequences of the any claim immunity provision. We are concerned about that broad a terminology being used with this immunity provision. We've shared our concerns with the authors, and we're happy to work together with you and the authors on this issue.
Thank you for being here. Any questions from Ms. Metcalfe? Mr. Rinaldi?
And I don't know if I still have it on me right now, but we had spoken earlier, correct?
Yes.
And you had said that language to the, I guess, to the extent of instead of saying any claim, to say a claim based upon is the language you're looking for, so that if there's a separate claim, a negligence claim, just because there was a gun involved that went through a 30-06 sign, that, you know, that wouldn't immunize them from a separate claim that would have arose anyway, correct? I don't know if I made that clear at all, but.
Well, what we, if I may, what I think that we talked about is that we talked about there not being a cause of action based solely on whether an owner had the sign or didn't have the sign. And that's different, and I think a tighter way. And that it shouldn't
be a contributing factor to a separate claim that would have arisen, correct?
If I understand you correctly, I believe that that's correct. We're just trying to make sure that this any claim encompasses such a myriad and wide range of things that could potentially happen and could be brought against a business owner by coworkers, anyone in the community. And we want to protect those customers of the business, you know, anyone that may be involved. And so I think that if we're limiting this, as we discussed, to any claim based strictly on the fact of did they have a sign or not have a sign, that takes care of what we're talking about.
Well, the language you gave me didn't say solely, but it said a claim based upon not the decision to post or not post a sign.
That's correct, and I think that that's some language that we found in another a Senate bill filed by Senator Estes. And then there have been some other bills that have similar language that do talk about it being solely based on the
But Senator
posting.
Estes's bill doesn't say solely.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Any other questions, Ms. Gutierrez?
What about that commentary from Mom's Demand Action? I mean, aren't we really creating two different categories? One for the folks that want to allow people to have handguns, and those restaurants like mine that may not want them. I mean, are we not creating two different categories?
And Representative Gutierrez, that is not something that I've looked at with this. I mean, we'd be happy to take a look at that. But
you got some folks a lot smarter than me. Maybe they could look at that equal protection argument. I don't know how to pause it. I mean, I wasn't a constitutional theorist, but anyway, we ought to look at that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you being here, Ms. Metcalfe. My question is, how can you have an Italian restaurant without guns?